Basketball action for you. The Christ the King 6th grade taking on the Manchester 7th grade, and it should be a dandy. Two teams played earlier in the season down in Manchester, and it was a 3-point win for Christ the King. And Bailey Plant will be jumping center. He'll be opposed by Jeremiah Parker, and the ball will be controlled by Manchester. They'll go into the front court, and there, I had to shut down my Irish a little bit. It was hot. There's a steal by Christ the King, and boy, good crowd on hand for this ball game. Behind the back with it. Went Plant, he'll come over to the side and trying to get the fish, and there's the steal. Manchester in the dark blue uniforms and Christ the King in their traditional gold. Travis Fish there defensively, and we've got a whistle on the play, and he was out of bounds. David Nolan brought the ball down into play, number 15 for Manchester. You can give me a minute or two and I'll get their names and numbers down. This is going to be Fish, Travis Fish, running the point for Christ the King. There's the screen set up top. And they're going to call Palm. Yeah, you see carry the basketball and then change possessions here. And a much anticipated rematch between these two schools. Kelleher will bring the ball out of bounds, and he's going to easily get the ball and bounce to Nolan. Nolan will put it on the floor and got fouled from behind. I think it's on Fish. I didn't see the indication from the official, but I think it was on Travis Fish, number 10. As Kelleher again will bring the ball back into Nolan. To Kelleher, and he'll be fouled. No, he will not be fouled. It'll be out of bounds. Diesel was there, number 2 with the defense. So we are looking for our first score, 40 seconds into the basketball game. 6-minute quarters, overtime if necessary. All the rules like NBA edge, 3-point shots. And Fish might get away some steps. It's going to be picked off on the inside by Horvath, and Horvath will throw over the top. There's the catch by Rizzio. And now Nolan wants to get away from that press. Ball will go into the front court. There's the catch, up, and no, front rimmed it, came down hard. It's going to be controlled by number 5, Anderson. Manchester had a good look down inside and just didn't capitalize on it, and we're early. A lot of jitters out there, a lot of adrenaline pumping on these players. Fish will make the grab. They'll get in the corner with nowhere to go. Bring it back to Elliott. He's open. He'll take the shot, and no. Follows it up and blocked by number 13. Got the hand on the ball, Parker. And that's going to be knocked down and controlled by Fish. Good. He didn't knock the ball down. I believe it was Plant. But they had a man wide open, and Fish is flopping on the floor. Will be behind the plate. Oh! He came over, got a lot of ball, Anderson did. But he's going to be called for the lower body. And I think it's going to result in some shots here. Yeah, and it will be shots coming up. We'll have a timeout taken by Christ the King. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Got 2 shots. Okay, that's what I was waiting to see. So Manchester, you see them in the blue uniforms. They have get the head coach here, and they'll gather around. And I'll tell you, they have Matt Rhodes, number 3. Number 11 is Dalton Blackwell. Number 12, Owen Hughes. Jeremiah Parker, 13. David Nolan, 15. Noah Rizzio is number 22. Zach Horvath, 30. Henry Rogers, 42. And Liam Kelleher, number 44. Next timeout, I'll swing over to the Christ the King side. And there we go. That's the first timeout taken by either squad. Just about rounded out, about 2 minutes into the contest. And Kelleher will be at the line. And again, we're looking for the first points of the basketball game. And Kelleher's set. We'll put up the first shot and just a little bit off to the left. Of course, Dan Elliott, the head coach here at Christ the King in the 6th grade squad. And Tim Plant, his assistant. And there's a switch. So it'll be 1-0 Manchester. They'll have the lead, and Diesel will bring the ball into Fish, and there'll be no press in the back court. And Fish to Elliott. Elliott wants to drive, puts the running one-hander up. Might have been partially tipped, controlled by Manchester. Number 30 that time, that's Horvath, pick up the basketball. To Kelleher, he's going to wrap the pass around, and beautiful pass. And a big rebound down inside, and then the foul called. Parker was there, and Parker will pick up the foul. And we'll see if Christ the King now will face the press, and it looks like they're going to bring Horvath out. And yeah, he'll play the ball. Horvath, number 30 in blue, will put pressure on the ball. You're going to get into Anderson. Anderson will break the press, get it to Bailey Plant. Oh, he went to turn to the basket and lost it out of bounds. Now, he was anxious. He was trying to make his offensive move. And Nolan with the basketball. He's pretty obvious to me he's going to be the point guard for Manchester. That's again nice feed down inside, and the basket will go to Kelleher. Well, they have a distinctive height advantage down inside, and that's where I'd be pounding the ball down inside if I was Manchester, and that's what they've looked to do here early on as they're up 3-0. Fish dribbles the ball out of bounds. You know, if there's one thing I can say about the Christ the King squad watching them, they could be a little overhyped or a little overjacked right now. They have to have a leveling off period because the game's going like a million miles an hour in their head right now. And they're making mistakes on their home court. And that was a wicked pass. That was the hardest pass I've ever seen in my life in basketball. Parker looked like Peyton Manning for an overhand. It would have been a touchdown pass to the tight end if the guy could have got that. Well, that was wild. That's why you gotta get on, catch these games live, because they're wild to be at and watch. De Blasio open, and no! He got behind the defense, he couldn't finish the deal, and out of bounds. Then it'll be, I think that's a new number, to number 11, Dalton Blackwell was out of bounds for Manchester. Diesel will call the play out. Gracie King went in that box formation. But De Blasio let the defender go by, put the shot up, and got fouled. That's Noah Rizzio called for the foul. De Blasio missed the first part of the season with a leg injury. Actually had a broken bone in his leg. I can't be more specific than that because I'm not a doctor. So he's glad to be back in action, glad to be out there. And Alsop at the scores table, he'll be coming in for Christ the King, but first of all, we'll get the free throws out of the way with 3:22 to go in the first quarter of play. 3-0 score, Manchester up, and that shot by De Blasio is going to rattle in there. First points of the night, Christ the King. And again, if you've never been to the Christ the King gym, it should be it might be an historical marked out site. You've got to get here, and you get in here, you can feel the tradition, and you can feel when St. Peter's had a team in a school, and they'd come up here and play, and when all the neighborhoods had their own schools, they'd come here and play. There's Alsop with the basketball. He'll bring it back, and it's intended for Anderson, and the ball was stolen away by Nolan. And then Anderson will knock the ball away, looking for the tie. Will leave it on the rim, no good, tipped around, and here comes Nolan again. One thing about this age level of basketball, it is just pure energy up and down the floor. It's 10, looks like a herd of buffalo, 10 kids running up and down the floor. Up, and boy, he got the shot off, and up, and got it. There's that height advantage, and that's going to be Parker with the bucket, making it 5-1 Manchester, and Steve Anderson, number 5, brought it up. See, under control, worked off the screen, saves it from going out of bounds, and that's going to be tipped away by Kelleher, and he's going to go up, and he had a great steal, and he just came up a little bit late on his layup attempt and missed the shot. Bailey Plant will lose the ball on the dribble. It's going to go out of bounds, and I'm waiting to see the call myself. That's going to be gold basketball. There's Matt Rhodes, number 3, and Henry Rogers, number 42, coming in the basketball game for the Manchester squad as they're in those dark blue uniforms. And Alsop looking, getting it to Plant, up and got it. Bailey Plant on an inbounds play. Brushed off a screen, came down the lane, and made the basket 5-3. I believe they told me he had 27 points in their first meeting against Manchester. That'll be thrown all the way across. And got a foul called. It's going to be on Fish, number 10. Rhodes went down. He's okay. And Rhodes will take the ball out of bounds. And they're going to have a sub coming in. It looks like Owen Hughes. As De Blasio make the steal, Fish turned the other way. Wasn't expecting the pass to come on that side of him. They'll kick it back, up, and no. Yeah, what happened? See the girders? It hit the girder, and it's out of bounds. And that is Owen Hughes coming in for Noah Rizzio for Manchester. They'll go full court press down. De Blasio up a little scissor play. Looking down the court, got it right into the hands of Bailey Plant. He'll get to the bucket. Plant's a score, that's for sure. And Manchester probably remembers that from the first time around. And a whistle and a foul. And Fish will pick up 2 quick fouls. And they're going to leave him in the ballgame with the 2 fouls. 5-5 to score in the first quarter play, 1:45 to go. Been a great first quarter. That's Hughes with the basketball. Hughes. That's going to be a 3-ball. Oh, and see, they hit the girder again. That's a big home court advantage to Christ the King. Yeah, and they're going to call a timeout. They're probably going to talk about those outside shots. So we'll get the Christ the King roster out to you real fast. We got Kyle Diesel wearing number 2, Steve Anderson's 5, Spencer Potter 8, Travis Fish is 10, Mike LeDuc 12, Bailey Plant is 14, Jacob Alsop 20, 22 Kevin Elliott, Eric de Blasio number 24, Kyle and Agnes 31, Matt Telfer 34, and Joe Loveland number 42. And I'm just trying to find the ball, and there he is. Usually you find the official, you can find the basketball. 1:40 to go, 5-5 to score. First quarter action, and Fish will save it from going out of bounds. He lost the dribble, and he'll bring it back to Diesel, and he wants to get the ball in the hands of Fish. Fish will split the defense. Fish sees the lane open up and put the brakes on, wrap the pass around the Plant that foul. Great vision of the court by Fish to find Plant, and that's just from playing together so long. They knew where each other were supposed to be on that set play, and Plant at the line. Yeah, and they settle everything down. And again, good crowd as it continues to filter in here late into the first quarter. The crowd, that is. And de Blasio won't get that, or I'm sorry, Plant won't get that first shot to drop. And LeDuc coming in the ballgame for Fish. Fish will sit down with those 2 fouls with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. And so Bailey Plant adjusts the shot and gives Christ the King the first lead of the ball game at 6-5. You see Rhodes with the basketball, and he'll bring it back and taken away. It was tipped by Alsop to de Blasio, the Plant up, and boy, see how he shielded the ball with his body to try to avoid the block, and then drew the foul. And Plant, like I said, really very creative player offensively out there. He knows he's a thinking man out there on the court. 6-5, and Plant back at the line. As Zach Horvath will be coming back in the ballgame for Manchester, and Plant will miss that first one. And he is going to replace, for Manchester, Jeremiah Parker coming out. And so Plant trying to salvage 1 of 2 with 1:15 to go. We'll put it up, and no, we'll miss them both. Diesel timed his jump, got in there, and boy, took it right to the hole like you're supposed to. Just missed the shot. Great hustle by Diesel's part. And they're going to have the ball out of bounds to Manchester, and it's going to be number 12, Owen Hughes. Got it in play, and they'll throw over the top. Manchester got it in the front court. Now they'll set up their offense. It's Rhodes. Going to dribble to the left side, get it to the elbow, push the pass off. Alsop, before he went out of bounds, will make the save. De Blasio up ahead to Plant, and the layup will be good. Great job by de Blasio to just make the catch and quickly get the ball up ahead to Plant, who was open. Plant scores a lot of points, but of course he understands too his teammates give him a lot of assists. Nice shot by Horvath. He was a recipient of a good pass. 8-7, Christ the King with the lead. The Plant down the floor, up against Horvath, foul. Plant took it right into the defender and drew the foul. Zach Horvath will pick up the foul, and Plant, you can tell he knows how to play offense down in the low blocks because he goes to the free throw line a lot. And he's just down there drawing fouls. Again, he stands about eye to eye with me, so he's going to be about 5'8", maybe 5'9", with sneakers on, but he plays like he's 6'6" down there. He's upset with his stroke at the free throw line, but he's got all 3 quarters still work on that. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter, and he'll miss that shot also. And then Diesel had it, released it. It was Rogers that got the rebound, and Horvath will throw it to the top, get it to Rhodes. Rhodes got a travel call. De Blasio got there, and he gave Rhodes any space, and it'll be a travel call. You see Diesel with his back to the camera. They set the screen, and that opens up de Blasio. He has the ball knocked away, and he's going to recover it. Diesel finds the open man, and see that? They know, they find the open man so well, Christ the King does. 13 seconds to go, 10-7, Christ the King, first quarter. Rhodes going to have his pocket picked back up by Horvath. They've still got time, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and off the front of the rim, no good. Alsop, jump ball called with 0.3 of a second. It says Christ the King basketball. I don't think with 0.3 they can score. They've got to go full length of the court. Now, that's going to be the quarter. What a great quarter it was to watch youth basketball action. Good job by both teams. It'll be Christ the King up 10-7 over Manchester. Rizio, number 22, they're going to hand him the basketball for Manchester. They're going to have, obviously, the first possession. There's Parker back in there. Everybody's played a great game so far. Boy, they haven't mastered. That was Kelleher, took the shot up. And I'll tell you, the best three-point shooter I have seen at this gym, because it has a very low ceiling. And you have to really adjust your shot to shoot here, the outside shot, is Patrick O'Rourke. And his brothers and sisters were very good here, but Patrick just being a phenomenal three-point shooter at his home gym. Playing up, blocked, and should be gold basketball. Yeah, it was blocked out of bounds on a good defensive play by Manchester. Diesel will slide down to his left. They're going to run the stack. They got to get over on the far side of the box. They'll get it in bounds to Anderson. Lost the dribble. Come back to Fish. Fish almost went to the back court. They're having a problem getting a handle on the ball. And here comes Parker. Parker going to go up behind. Went over his head with the shot. Diesel with the rebound. I'll tell you, there's a steal and no. And Diesel can't go turtle. Yeah, they'll get on him and steal the ball away. It's going to be thrown over the top this time. I'll tell you, one thing that's surprising me about the game so far is how well this Christ the King 6th grade squad has been able to hold their own on the boards with a much taller Manchester squad. Nolan back in the ball game will get the basketball. Nolan going to take it all the way inside, and Plant will make the steal, looking for Fish up ahead, and too many blue jerseys in front of Fish. Kelleher will come up with the basketball, and he'll go to Nolan. Up ahead to Horvath. Horvath wants to wheel inside, and he'll just flip the ball back and let his point guard run the show with 4:43 to go in the second quarter. So they'll go baseline, great pass to Parker, and the finish by Parker. Good dish off the baseline for the assist. 10-9, and Christ the King up by 1. A lot of energy being spent on the floor right now by both schools. You see Nolan on Fish right there. Fish, yeah, that's a screen and roll, and Diesel will get it. Just a well-executed play for a 6th grade level. You've got to understand that they understand what they're doing out there, Christ the King. I cover high school teams that wouldn't understand the pick and roll or the screen and roll. And then they knew the pass was going down inside. Plant cheated down inside, and he hedged that way. You know how to hedge defensively. And he made the steal. 12-9, Christ the King. And there's the screen. Yeah, they wanted Diesel to roll. And that time it was well defended by Manchester, number 22, Rizio. Slid off the screen and didn't let the pick and roll work. It's Diesel. I don't know if it's Diesel or Diesel. He's got to beat the 5 count. He just does get it in just in time to Fish. He'll let the defender fly by and put the shot up, and no. Good looking shot by Fish. Here comes Parker, full speed ahead, off his foot, picked up, and no. Kelleher up. Oh. Got to wait and see. Anderson will pick up the foul. Shots coming up for Manchester. It's going to be Kelleher at the line. Liam Kelleher. Like I said, I've done a lot of Burton games this year. They've been in the area playing local teams, and there's a Kelleher, and I don't know, I can't remember if it's girls JV or girls varsity basketball. I think varsity, but she wasn't a very good player also. And Kelleher here, very good player. It's his sister. As Elsop and de Blasio come in for Christ the King, as they try to keep a lot of tired players out there right now for Christ the King. Don't forget, they're only the 6th grade level. And they're working hard to keep up with the 7th graders right now. They're spending a lot of energy. 12-11, Christ the King. Fish, see, that's a young mistake, killing the dribble in the back court like that. Yeah, and coach getting on him right there about stop dribbling. That was tipped defensively. That's why there's no back court called. There is no shot clock to worry about. And they wanted to roll that time, and it just wasn't there. And Parker came out, and Elliott lost the basketball. Come up. It's going to be Nolan with the ball for Manchester, and he'll come to a sliding stop and give it off to Kelleher. Kelleher looks baseline, finds the teammate down along the baseline, and number 11 took the shot. Blackwell missed it. Rebound came down to Elliott, now to Fish. Fish will wheel into the paint, took a little hook shot. Boy, it's that great body control. Fish with the basket. So it goes 14-11. Nolan's pass tip goes to de Blasio, throws it down to Plant, and he'll put it on the floor, and that's going to be partially blocked by Rizio. And I'm waiting to see Yeah, dribble the no foul. Just dribble the ball on the sideline out of bounds. 2:45 to go in the half. Christ the King by 3 with the basketball. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. You can go to the website at PEGTV.com. Click on Video on Demand and watch any events you would like to watch off PEGTV. Free of charge. Nolan took the ball away, and Nolan's going to get the basketball back. And Fish taken off on the screen. It was a well-planted screen. Kelleher must go inside. De Blasio reach back, make the steal. Has the ball blocked right back to him, and he'll dribble it over the midcourt stripe now. And De Blasio, and I believe it went off from Blackwell out of bounds. Yes, it did. And Alsop will hustle over, and Alsop will bring the ball into play. To Fish. And I think he stepped, went baseline and stepped out of bounds. And there's a lot of switching coming in right now for the Manchester squad. As Rogers, 42, back in the ball game. That's Blackwell, number 11. He just got the ball over midcourt. They'll go to Kelleher. Kelleher will slide baseline, and I don't know if that was a pass, a shot, or if it was partially blocked. It's not blocked, because they say gold basketball. Great support for the teams at this age level. Both Manchester well represented here and Christ the King well represented. Plant going to take it up the court, cross the timeline, and now he needs some help. Long pass, it's going to be to Elliott. He'll make the grab and start to dribble. Elliott will wheel, take it to the hole, high and hard off the glass, and we got a foul call. His bodies are on the floor. It'll be Rogers called for the foul, and 2 shots coming up. So Elliott will take the ball to the hole and draw the foul and go to the line now and shoot 2. And he'll stop the clock with 1:47 to go. And Elliott, with a long look up, will use the window. No, he'll miss the shot. Anderson coming in the ball game for Fish for Christ the King. And coming in for Manchester, number 12, Owen Hughes. Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching Manchester 7th grade in the blue taking on Christ the King 6th grade in the gold. They'll miss them both. Rogers with the rebound, and they're going to go long distance to Rhodes. The pass generated from Hughes looking for Rhodes, and it was just wide of him. He couldn't catch up to the basketball. So Alsop will now be the designated inbounds passer, and he'll find Anderson. Anderson will get it to Plant, and Kelleher will make the steal and keep the ball in bounds. Kelleher looking to dish the ball off, hits the official part of the game, can't help it, and I'll go off from Alsop as he made a diving attempt, and it'll go out of bounds. Rhodes, number 3, right in front of the Christ the King bench, will get it into Kelleher. To Rogers, to the basket and in. Nice shot. Way to post up by Rogers, playing with his back to the basket. 14-13, Manchester down by 1, and De Blasio traveled. Yeah, he knew it. And again, chance for the lead here for Manchester late in the second quarter of play. Rhodes on the run, will gun it up, hit the rim off the backboard. No good, ball tipped around, will come back down, and Manchester will control the offensive rebound. Rhodes for 3, and hit the girder. That's 3 times they've hit the girder, and again, that's a huge home court advantage for Christ the King. Anderson came back, made himself available for the pass. De Blasio going up off the glass and got it. De Blasio with a bucket. Nice job of finding them again. That's going to be stolen by Alsop to Anderson, and he'll save it back inside the Plant. He'll put it on the floor. He's swallowed up, consumed by Manchester. And I'm not sure. Okay, we've got number 12 with a bear hug, they call one. Hughes for the hug. And that will send, nope, nobody. I think they're trying to get his attention. Yeah, it's the 1-and-1. So it's the 7th team foul, so it'll be the 1-and-1. Yeah, they don't put it on the scoreboard here. There's no place though. So the referee has to wait for the home book to be able to tally it up. And so Plant back at the line with 44 seconds to go in the second quarter, and they're trying to get LeDuc in the ballgame for Christ the King. It'll all depend on if Plant can make the first of, this is the front end of a 1-and-1. He got it. A little flat, but he got it. Now bring in LeDuc and Agnes coming in for Christ the King. And it's Elliott and Anderson come out of the ball game on that substitution by Coach Dan Elliott. Well, I think this is great. We've got the Glazic tournament coming up on Munger Vision very shortly. If you can't make it there live, you can always watch it on Munger Vision. We're going to fire the ball inside, and it'll be taken away by Alsop, and he'll pivot, look, and he's got his dribble, but he wants to find de Blasio. That's going to be tipped around, and Plant will get the ball over. Leduc lets the defender go by, and Leduc with the bucket. And Leduc just getting up off the floor now. Lead goes to 6, and they'll get the ball into the front court. They got to settle it down. They got a lot of time left, 19 seconds. Rogers on the run, and almost went. That was Rhodes. I'm sorry, Rhodes on the run. Rogers, 42 down there, got the foul. That's still the 1-1. There, he just remembered it. And so back at the line will be Ann Agnes this time. It'll be his first trip to the line, but Christ the King back at the line. 19-13, largest lead of the ball game for either side. It's Christ the King up by 6, and that shot is going to be off the window and in by an Agnes. Just the way he meant it to happen. And then Agnes on a second shot. Nope. Tipped around, and it'll come down and be controlled by Blackwell. To Rhodes, up and blocked out of bounds by Alsop. He said, "Get out of my house," and swatted the ball out of bounds. 3.9 seconds. Kelleher gonna have a foul called. I'm not sure. I knew I gotta wait for the flash the numbers. 44. I don't see a 44.
2 seconds.
I think he wants Plant. Yeah, he was. They're going to say not in the act of shooting. They're going to say he was on the floor. I'm not sure who got the foul. Yeah, there's some confusion on the foul call. I think they're going to reverse the call and call it on Manchester. Okay, so 24 gold is de Blasio. Somehow, just by attrition, will get the foul. And there, they got it squared away. So the ball will be out of bounds to Manchester. The foul is on de Blasio. I think they caught one there, stole one there. I think it was going to be on Plant, actually. Blackwell up and be long and strong, and that's going to be the first quarter. And the basket will be waved off. Great quarter basketball. Still 2 more quarters to go. 2013 Christ the King with the lead at the half over Manchester. Second half of play. Christ the King will have the basketball first. Looking into Fish. Fish unofficially with the 2 fouls on him. Coming back out to start at the point. Pass picked up, and Manchester on the run. Will cross over and get it. There, my iris is hot. I turned it down on the camera. 20-15, Manchester down by 5. And that's Nolan on Fish. Fish with the screen. Going to take it up inside. Might have traveled. Oh, on the floor. The foul's going to be called on Rizzio. Prior to the shot, no shots coming up. It'll just be a possession foul. It'll be out of bounds. Dietzel finds Fish. He'll make the catch. Let the defender fly by him. Line it up, and no. Good shot. Shouldn't get discouraged. Keep shooting. It's going to be picked off by Fish. He'll make the steal. Looking around the court, finds Plant. Takes a little push from behind, not called. Plant will get his own rebound. And got to call it travel. Yeah. He actually went up the first time. And Kelleher will be pushed back in bounds. Rizzio will take the ball out, and it'll be Nolan with the basketball. And there's Plant with the steal, just kind of sticking back in the shadows. Makes the pass cross to de Blasio. Too high off the glass and missed the shot. And Kelleher with a long pass up ahead to Parker. Will he dunk it? Oh, he went behind the back and lost it to Dietzel. Looking to get it to Fish. And why Dietzel didn't get up off the floor is because he didn't want to call for the travel. De Blasio stopped from making any more progress from the elbow on in. And Fish will let the play develop in front of him. There's the crossover, there's the shot, and there's the basket for Mr. Fish. See, that settles him down a little bit now. 22-15. Nolan splits the defense, goes all the way up, and got it. He just took it all the way, coast to coast for the basket. Fish with the crossover will lose it off his foot, and yeah, it'll be out of bounds off for Manchester. I'm waiting for him to get up. I think it's Rizzio, and it is 22. There he goes, and Rizzio came up and reassured his bench that it was off from him. It's Diesel looking for someone to get the ball in bounds to. He'll get it to Plant and jump ball. It's Manchester. We'll get the ball in bounds to Horvath, and Horvath being double teamed over on that side will push the ball ahead. And Fish is there for the steal, and Fish will stop. Well, he's got accurate steering control on that, power steering when he stopped there. It's the bucket, pushed down inside. Elliott will get the basket. Lead goes back to 7, 24-17. They'll get it down to Parker. He'll get a handle on it, go up, and he'll get another chance. He'll go up, and that slipped out of his hands. It's going to be out of bounds. Who touched it last, though? It'll be Manchester basketball. And Alsop coming in for Elliott. As they get everybody back in position, going to run that box formation to get the ball in bounds. We'll bring it to Nolan. He'll put it on the floor, go up strong with the shot. The rebound will be taken down by Parker. Up and no. Horvath got it. Too many offensive rebounds there. And Manchester flexing some muscle on that play will make it a 24-19 ball game. See Fish pointing down to where he wants the pick set. And this time they played the screen and roll beautifully. Switched, they communicated. Fish goes all the way around, pushes it back inside the Plant, and they got a hold on him. Yeah, Nolan will be called for the foul. David Nolan. Yeah, no shots. He's going to be on the floor, out of bounds. Christ the King underneath their own basket with 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Diesel looking, finding Alsop. He'll make a catch in tight quarters, bring it back to de Blasio. He'll put the shot up, and no, I don't know how it didn't go down. Look at that rebound. Up, and going to have fouls called. That's Diesel. Again, it's remarkable how well they're rebounding against a much taller team like Manchester. But it's all technique and fundamentals that's what's doing it for them on the rebounding. Plus, they're pretty crafty. And so Diesel with 2 shots coming up. Long look, a lot of concentration, and puts it up and front rimmed it. That was a very patient pre-ritual shot, pre-shot ritual. And Anderson to the scores table, and he'll be coming in for Christ the King at the next opportunity along with Elliott. As Diesel looks, and he'll eventually shoot. No, he'll miss it. Parker with the rebound will lose his balance and go back and get the basketball. Yeah, they want to get to a point guard. They want Nolan to handle the basketball. Nolan has it taken away. It was de Blasio that got the steal. It comes to Diesel. He'll put it on the floor and dribble. Gets it down to de Blasio. He'll ball fake, duck inside, and that was going to be a foul call. As he ends up on the seat of his pants. And it'll be Kelleher called for the foul. And de Blasio going to the line to shoot a couple. So de Blasio, Eric de Blasio, will make it. That's Rogers, 42, coming back in the ball game for Manchester. As Diesel coming out, Elliott in for him, and then Anderson's going to be coming in for de Blasio, but he's the shooter right now. De Blasio relaxes and fires, and got them both. Yeah, now they're going to allow the sub to come in. It's going to be Anderson, number 5, coming in for de Blasio. De Blasio has played very, very well today for Christ the King. As Rizzio to Nolan leads back to 7 at 26-19. Kelleher. And Fish came down and helped out. Fish got the steal and Fish into the front court. As we knocked out of bounds by Nolan as he came across, made up 20 feet in 2 seconds. Then they want Alsop, who's right in front of the Christ the King bench. They'll go to Plant. He's got inside position, puts the shot up, and I don't think it was tipped. It's just a long shot. They got a man open down the floor. It's Nolan. Nolan behind the defense. Kelleher came up. Must have been all ball. Up, Kelleher. No. They had two chances, couldn't convert, and Fish with the quick push. Will stop, bring the ball back across. There's Anderson open, passed up the shot from the elbow. They'll go inside to Alsop. Back to Anderson. He'll take the shot now, and it'll be no good. Rebound, Elliott. He'll put it on the floor and spin away, and Rogers will come right out and take away any opportunity to get the shot up and away by Elliott. Fish wants the baseline, and yeah, blocking foul called. That'll allow Matt Rhodes, number 3, to come in for Nolan for Manchester. This pass was intended for Plant. It was just too tall for him, and then it'll end up in the hands of Blackwell. So 2:13 to go in a very tense third quarter play. Rizzio up, Rizzio got it. Little jump hook from the baseline for Rizzio. And you can see again Fish coming right down that center court line. Rhodes and Kelleher were there. They'll bring the ball back to Plant, and it's going to be picked up by Rhodes. Rhodes will have it go off his thigh out of bounds. Again, we're going to have subs coming in. It's going to be de Blasio coming in for Fish with 1:48 to go in the third quarter. 26-21, Christ the King. De Blasio popped open to Elliott. He'll shoot up and no, off the mark. Blackwell with the rebound. Going to bring it down all by himself on that far side. Yeah, nobody released that time to bring the ball, to throw the ball down to. It's going to be Kelleher up and no. Rebound on the weak side. It'll be taken out there by Anderson. Anderson, a push called on Rhodes. And that'll be Rhodes be called for the foul. There's Alsop. And there's a steal by Rizzio. Manchester trying to get some momentum here late in the third quarter. They're down by 5. They've been down by as many as 7. Rizzio's pass picked off. 22 is Elliott picking off 22 Rizzio. Elliott looking for some help. Will find Anderson as he loops back behind, and there's the crossover. Elliott going to take it all the way in and off the glass and in. Again, 59 seconds to go, third quarter. Kelleher will go up against Alsop, and Alsop will pick up the foul. When he started to backpedal, Alsop, he was in trouble. You got to either come forward and challenge or plant yourself and hope that they're going to charge you. So Kelleher will go to the line now. Against Manchester. Going to cut into that 7-point lead. We'll lead on the first one. A lot of arc on it. As Diesel comes back in, number 2 for Christ the King, and then the switch for Manchester's Owen Hughes, number 12. And so Kelleher looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. Does. Lead down to 5 now. Anderson. I expect to see a lot more pressure in the back court in the fourth quarter by Manchester. As Rhodes will go to the floor and swing the ball back, and he's surrounded by gold jerseys. Got a 3-second call on him. But yeah, I mean, that's an obvious call. That was a good call. You can allow a lot of things slide at this age level. That was just a little bit too long hanging out down there in the paint. Again, the press becoming a little more intense as the game goes along. It's going to be out from Kelleher out of bounds. They're trying to get the ball to Plant. 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Fish coming in for Anderson. That's a Christ the King switch. Fish wearing number 10. De Blasio with a clear path to the basket will miss it this time. And Kelleher, 33 seconds and counting. Kelleher wraps the pass around, and I don't know how it got there. They got to Rhodes, and it just goes off from his hands out of bounds. He was in a crowd of people. Christ the King and Manchester changing turnovers here in the last few seconds. As Fish will ball fake and then tuck underneath the defender. And oh boy, they got to call that. That's kind of an obvious one there. Elliott up, and no, can't finish the deal. Diesel kept it alive, and it went off from, I need his number, went off from Manchester, it went off from Blackwell. And Diesel looking, will bring it in, and it's going to be from, nice steal. They wedged the ball free, and it's going to be out of bounds off from Manchester. 10 seconds even to go for Christ the King. What you're seeing right now by both teams is fatigue in its final closing seconds of the third quarter. That's why the plays got so sloppy. I wish I could give it credit more to like incredible defense, but it's more fatigue. So Manchester, well, actually I don't know, any time ran off the clock. Nobody touched the ball. It should have been full 10 seconds out there. That's going to be over to Plant. One more pass to Blasio. At the buzzer to Blasio from Plant. What an unselfish play. At the end of 3/4 of play, it's Christ the King 30 and Manchester 23. Be the final quarter of play. Will be Christ the King with the basketball as things get underway. And Fish will be picked up by Nolan. Nolan looking around trying to find if there's a screen or a pick coming up behind him. We'll just be patient on the play and let it develop in front of him. Fish turns the corner, goes baseline, gives it off on the far side. Anderson tied up by Parker. Parker rips the ball, then bowls the pass over to Blackwell. And Blackwell will actually double dribble, but we're going to call foul on Anderson. It's on 5 goals. It's going to be blue basketball. I think what the refs had there was they're going to overrule the travel. They're saying the foul created the travel. No argument from the Christ King bench. And Parker into Nolan. Christ King setting up in a 2-3 zone. Although a lot of steps there. Yeah. And you can see Parker come in and take the pass away from Fish. Fish is led to the right side and he became open again. Fish into the paint. Fish will kick it out. Plant wanted to penetrate, lost his balance, pushes the ball back to Fish, and now Fish looking for some help as he killed the dribble, bring it to Elliott. Elliott will back up to the arc and wants to set his defender up. Does. Lets everybody fly by him. I tell you, he didn't make the basket, but what a smart, patient move by Elliott. And that's going to be broken up by Diesel, and then from his backside he'll make the pass to Anderson to Fish. Up, trying to foul. Yep. Yeah, and that's going to be, I believe, shots coming up for Travis Fish. Fish will head to the line, and yeah, he's going to get 2 shots. That was a good offensive move, a nice positive. He knew what he was going to do automatically. It was a decisive move by Fish. Travis Fish will put the first shot up and won't get it. Lead will stay at 7, 30-23, Christ the King. And they send Elliott and Anderson back as safeties defensively. And Fish will get 1 and 2. Rizio with the basketball. He wanted to go to Nolan earlier. He was open and didn't get a chance to Kelleher. But he picked up. They have played some tremendous defense today, Christ the King has. They have a ton of takeaways. And now Fish. He gets the pass to Elliott. What a pair of hands Elliott showed. Kelleher got there defensively, but couldn't stop Elliott from going in. Now the press. Christ the King will go into a press mode. No. They're going to have a timeout. Manchester wants to talk about. They'll be out of bounds. They want a timeout on Manchester's side. Yeah, Manchester's going to take a timeout with 4:20 to go down by 10, 33-23. Taken by Manchester. They got to make something happen offensively, and good-looking shot, didn't drop. Manchester with the offensive rebound, and they're going to go up the left hand. Nolan will get it. No, it didn't happen. Oh, that fooled me. I thought for sure it was going to be in there. And Kelleher, 44, will rush to the baseline. They want to set up that box formation. Well, it almost looks like it's a stack, but it's an uneven stack. They'll bring it into Rogers to put it up and miss it. Oh, what a ball. There's Parker, who's a pretty big guy, went hard for the ball and ran through Diesel. And Diesel okay? He's gonna get up. I think he's okay. He's trying to catch his breath right now. Yeah, and he said he's going to take the shot. You asked him if he can take the shots. He said, yeah. That's tough. That is a tough player right there. It was a very, very clean play. Don't get me wrong. It was just one heck of a collision. So Diesel practicing his free throw. He's set now at the free throw. Remember, he has that long, patient wait before he takes the free throw. Up to blast it in. Whether or not he meant it, I don't know, but he got it. Lead now at 11, 34-23. Mr. Dietzel taking his patient look and got him both. Well, it's worth the wait if you're a Christ the King fan. And Anderson comes up on Nolan, and Plant's going to get called for the blocking foul.
Calls on 14 goals. 14 goals.
They check on the situation as far as is anybody in the bonus yet, and it isn't. It's going to be Billy Plant picking up, I believe, his second personal foul. They'll go to the baseline. They'll kick the ball back outside. It's going to be picked up by Nolan. Keller for three. Nope. Long rebound. They're going to let it go. And it's going to become Christ the King basketball. As Alsop and de Blasio back in the basketball game now for Anderson and Diesel. And now Rhodes coming in for Manchester. They're going to allow the sub to come in. So Rhodes, number 3. Coming in for Rizzio. And we're all set now with 3:49 to go. Blasio all the way down, good looking shot, and it's a good decision to take it. Fish cranks it up and can't knock it down. Alsop boxed out by Horvath, and now Keller will wrestle the ball free from Plant. Fish just picked, yeah, foul picked up. Fish picked up foul number 3. With 3:33 to go, again Manchester down by 12. Parker coming back to the scores table, going to come in for Manchester. Well, I thought we'd see the inside game materialize more for Manchester, but it really hasn't been a big factor, only on a few possessions. Keller up, drew the foul. Nice job of taking it to the hole, and Plant will pick up what I believe is his 3rd foul. And that will stop the clock and send Liam Kelleher, to the line. So Kelleher will look and be a little bit off the mark. There's Nolan coming out of the game and Parker taking his spot. And he'll put it up and be short. Well, they needed some points. Rogers will get it, put it up and miss. I don't think it was tipped. Keller will save it. It'll come back to Alsop. Manchester. Getting to the point now where they got to think about an all-out press. De Blasio had the ball blocked down to him, composed himself, regathered it, and shot. He missed it, but it was really good composure for the 6th grade level. Rhodes working against Fish. Fish beat him to the spot, kept him going baseline. They'll toss the ball back to Keller. The Parker puts it up, and no. Long and strong, and it's going to be Alsop. It's going to save the ball back to De Blasio. He'll get it up to Plant. Plant to Elliott, and I believe Keller is going to make the steal. Yes, he will. Keller got back and made the steal. Parker up and got fouled. Alsop came out to challenge the shot and got him on the arm, and that's going to be 2 shots for Parker. Yeah, so Parker is going to have to wait as Christ the King taking a timeout. That's Horvath, Rogers, Parker, Rhodes, and Hughes out there for Manchester right now. And what they're waiting for right now is de Blasio to tie those shiny white sneakers up. There he goes. And Parker's set now, and he's going to get 2 chances, and they need them both, and he'll miss that first one. Lead will stay at 12. Up and got it. Got 1 and 2, and again, they got to chip away here, but they got to get some defensive stops. You see him picking up a little deeper in the backcourt. Defenseman, that was Rhodes back there, and Elliott being guarded tightly. Lobs a pass down into Plant. He'll put it up and get it. Tell you what, it wasn't the prettiest pass, but they got to where it had to go, and then it wasn't the prettiest shot, but Plant got it to go. 3 ball. No, actually, it was a 2-point shot. I'm sorry. Haven't been able to holler 3 ball much today. And Alsop in position now, and he'll look for Fish and Parker. Will throw the ball across. Nice catch by Rhodes, and double dribbled. And they will catch a break. Grace King will right there. 2:06 to go in the 4th quarter. And Fish with the push into the front court. Fish and Rhodes. Good battle right there. Rhodes didn't give up any position. Here comes Parker. Going to swoop in and be fouled. As Alsop was tumbling into the wall. Gets up and he's going to be okay. And I believe Elliott's going to... Yeah, that's a good call. 2 shots in the ball. That's a good call by the officials. You can't let people get hurt. What happened, they call it a foul on Elliott. An intentional foul. He pushed him going up for the shot from behind, and it's going to be 2 shots plus possession back to Manchester. And this right here is where they can make their move, make some momentum up. This is 37-24. And Parker, nope, I missed that first one. Oh no, that was an excellent call by the official. So Parker with another shot here. So we're set now for the second shot. And they'll miss them both, but Manchester will get the ball back. And they'll have it down in their offensive end of the floor here, and it'll be Kelleher taking the ball out of bounds. Rizzio in the ball game will catch fire and leave it a little bit short. Up and a little strong. Blackwell had the ball tipped. I believe it was Alsop who got the tip, controlled the basketball, will go to Fish. And Fish will slow it down with that clock run to 136, 135, and it's going to be... That was Loveland in the ball game, trying to throw the ball down inside, and covered by Fish as the ball was tipped back out. Nolan comes up defensively on Fish and will pressure him. There's the switch off on the screen roll, and they've really neutralized that play here in the second half, Manchester. As Plant went up, missed his shot. Rebound 4 underneath, a lot of bodies can't see it. Ball still free, it'll be picked up by Loveland, got to it, and his pass will go awry, and I never really knew what that meant, go awry, but it did. The Blackwells, we're down to a minute to go. Blackwell will find Parker, and no. Tried the bunny shot, he'll get another chance, and yes, Parker will get it. They're going to full press, they're going to come into the front, in the back court now. They want Nolan to crowd on Fish. They isolate Fish in the back court, and they'll break the press all by himself. Plant with the ball fake. Oh yeah, they rolled him through, and that's going to be on the floor. That'll be called on Rizzio. They're looking 1-on-1, and I think he said yes, 1-on-1. As Leduc, number 12, Anderson 5, and Agnes, number 31, all coming in the ball game for Christ the King. And Bailey Plant at the free throw line with 40.8 seconds to go, and then Diesel coming in for the shooter, Plant. Be off the mark, and Plant will get there, and Plant will put it up. What a tremendous sense of presence out there by Plant, following up his shot. I do high school games where they don't follow up their own shots. Nolan, and Nolan will spin free. Leduc will pick the ball up. Yep. Yeah, Leduc will pick up the ball. It'll be Manchester basketball. Yeah, and Plant coming out. What a great effort by Plant and the whole team today. As it's just 28 seconds away from being a done deal. That's going to be Rizzio. Got it! 3-ball, Rizzio. 19 seconds, and they're not. Yeah, they're going to let the clock run down. Yep. Loveland will navigate down to the edge of the paint, bring it back to Anderson. They'll swing it over to Leduc. He'll rotate the ball down to Agnes, up blocked by Blackwell. Followed up and just missed. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And Blackwell needing some help will get the pass up ahead to Nolan, and he's going to run out of time. And Christ the King, 6th grade, will defeat Manchester 7th grade in an excellent ball game by both sides. And good sportsmanship displayed by both coaches and both teams. So a nice job by the officials. But we'll watch the handshakes. And again, 39-29, Christ the King with the win over Manchester on Munger. Hope you've enjoyed this youth basketball game. Get ready for the Glazic tournament coming up soon.